Good morning. Today is day 16 of the 28-day mindfulness challenge. To begin this meditation, please bring kind awareness to why you chose this topic, how your belly, chest, and head each feel when you reflect on this topic, the emotions that you can associate with this visceral feelings, the positive or negative impact of any stories you believe in regarding this topic, the fact that many others are feeling similarly about this topic as you, how you might feel with increased awareness around this topic when you can apply increased mindfulness to this topic on your day-to-day life. We commonly identify our thoughts and emotions. We think our ideals and our emotions make us who we are. Even when unintended, this mode of thinking can lock us into one particular emotion for far too long, or may contribute to our rumination on one particular thought. And what about when our ideals change, or if we look back and relate new, different emotions to past experiences? This is all part of our growth. When our identity is stuck on thinking or feeling one way, we limit this growth. We limit ourselves. Our thoughts and emotions are important and necessary, but we are not defined by our thoughts and emotions. Rather, we are the limitless awareness across which these thoughts and emotions move and dance. The mind is always in motion. We can think of thoughts and emotions as weather or as clouds in the sky. The weather changes and comes and goes while the sky remains stable, vast, infinite, and ever present. You are the sky. You are spacious and infinite, sky-like awareness. This awareness carries within it infinite potential. When you recognize this potential, you feel free yourself from a fixed identity and you can be whomever you like to be. The following is a meditation to help you recognize your spaciousness. To begin this meditation, please bring kindness awareness to your heart, mind, body, breath, and environment. Take a seat in a quiet place where you are free from distractions. Setting a timer for 5, 7, or 10 minutes helps you commit to the meditation. With your eyes closed or your gaze low and soft, turn your attention to your breath. Watch your breath with approximately 25% of your mind's effort. With another 25% of your effort, activate a second part of your mind to pay attention to whether or not you are still watching your breath. Anytime this second witness part of the mind notices that your attention was wandered, return to the breath. Over time, notice how there's another third part of the mind that notices when the second part of the mind is also not doing its job. Perhaps there's a fourth part of the mind that watches the third part that was watching the second part, and so on. As the mind loses track of each of these successive witnesses, relax and rest in spaciousness. Remain with the spaciousness in your breath for the time that remains. Describe your experience with the meditation in general. Describe the difference between the mind that watches the breath and the mind that notices whether or not you're still watching the breath. Were you able to work with the third part of the mind that witnesses the watching mind? How far back were you able to take your attention? Do you think with practice you'd be able to take your attention further? As you reflect today, journal. When asked to relax and rest in spaciousness, what did that feel like? What do you think is the benefit of spending time in such a state? Do you think you could hold this feeling of spaciousness and still watch the breath? How would your day be different if you remember this feeling of spaciousness throughout your day? What do you think it means to say, awareness is infinite? Why is there infinite potential in infinite awareness? We limit ourselves by thinking that we are just one thing, one person with one set of ideas and emotions or tendencies. We each have our habits, but we are not our habits, nor are we our thoughts or emotions. These energies, like all energy, are in continual motion. When left to do their own thing, they will change and dissipate. Our own potential for change increases when we recognize that we are more than just our current state of being. We are the awareness of our state of being, and that awareness is infinite and spacious. By identifying more with the spaciousness and less with any one energetic pulse of the mind, we open ourselves to potential. We experience the limitless growth, happiness, and contentment that comes from expanding our awareness and, by extension, our identity to all things. Congratulations, you have completed the 16th day of the 28-day mindfulness challenge. If you have done the mindfulness challenge every day until this day, you have invested into yourself, and you should be one step closer to a new mindset, to a freer self of being, to a limitless self-awareness. As you go about your day today, don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't try to figure out what tomorrow will bring. Stop, be in the moment, be aware of who you are in that moment, take a deep breath, and meditate on the now. Be present in all things that you do. Be compassionate towards yourself and be compassionate towards others. If you would like the scripts to any of our mindfulness challenges, please contact me at yourfullmindlife.com. Submit a contact form, and we will get those forms to you as soon as possible. If you would like to know anything else about mindfulness, or if you would learn to practice mindfulness daily, you would be one step closer to a freer mind and a limitless self-awareness. In all things be blessed and give thanks. And remember, you were created with a purpose.